7-day Chan retreat is a method of concentrated practice. Originated from Chinese Zen school. Monks gather together in order to explore the reality of everything and the ultimate way of peace and happiness. However, 7-day Chan retreat, which is aimed at the home dweller in the world of mortal, has always been rare. Starting ceremony announces the beginning of the retreat and a spiritual journey away from all worldly affairs. The purpose of Zen is to see the nature of Buddhahood, regardless of meditation or liberation. But in the process of practice, it is particularly pay attention to discipline and a sense of ritual. Because this kind of discipline will tend to the state of mind subjugation, and thus more easily into the awakening and enlightenment, is a good cause to help the Tao. To learn Buddhism is to learn a correct worldview and the way to realize it. According to Buddhism, only when you begin to understand what is going on in the world in your life, that is when you understand the true worldview. Can you achieve temporary and ultimate happiness? Thus, all the listening, thinking, and practicing of Buddhism was developed. 7-day Chan retreat, on the other hand, is a way of concentrating on and pursuing evidence. Meditation is not a passive escape from silence, but the development of a way to see the world and mind clearly and truthfully, so as to gain wisdom and compassion beyond confusion and suffering, and bring it into all aspects of life. We are often unable to master the mind, so we need to cultivate the qualities of stasis, which can be applied to everyday life and work, allowing everything to unfold and flow in clearer and more creative insights. Those who practice meditation use this quality of stillness to develop an understanding of mind and world. Buddhist practice can be summed up in two ways: samatha and vipassana. Samatha is to bring those big discursive thoughts into stop. It helps the mind rest. The practice of samatha can be divided into two ways: objective samatha and objectless samatha. When practice objective samatha, we need to use an external object or internal element. By focusing one pointedly on it, our mind can rest calmly. Objectless samatha, by staring into space in front of us or the insight you realized, our mind can calm down and rest. It can even place our mind on the nature of mind. Focusing one pointedly means meditation. In the early stage of practicing, since our mind can hardly rest calmly and become clear, we need to use an external object to focus on one pointedly to help. We can choose a small object in front of us as a target to focus on, or your breath, or pubic region, and illuminated point in the middle of the eyebrow, or a mantra, a thangka. Untrained mind can never get rid of attachment to all phenomena perceived. Objectless samatha aims to demolish ignorance that obscure the mind, and then let it show its true nature on its own. The technique of staring into space does not have a particular thing to focus on. This technique will, with the aid of the view you realize through your practice, force the mind to look back at itself, breaking the illusion created by the obscured, agitated mind, and eventually realizing the nature of mind. In the early stage of mind training, things we experience may not be joyful as we imagined. We will begin to find out that how distracted and uncontrollable our mind is. It jumps here and there like a crazy monkey. The discursive thoughts are just like a turbulent river dashing through a gorge. When we begin to train our mind with the practice of sustained calm, we will gradually find out that these training can actually free our mind from being agitated and discursive, which enables us to get rid of those big inclinations of grasping and chaos. We will then experience the peacefulness and clearness of our mind. The practice of sustained calm, by making our mind peaceful, gentle, and inclusive, contributes to developing insight, wisdom that knows the nature of all phenomena. We also begin to examine our view of being from the perspective of the Dharma, and we release the weaving and fabrication of the solid world from the intuition of meditation. Only when we abandon the illusion of mind can we finally be safe in the wisdom of the Dharma reality. Running gives us another way to experience and change our cognitive style. we need to continue and develop the calm and clear insights of meditation in the form of mindfulness. Running after sitting can motivate qi and blood, regulate and evacuate qi silted caused by sitting for a long time. Additionally, it can facilitate training tranquil wisdom and motion. When running, the left hand swinging 30% high and the right hand swing by 70% high. In the clockwise manner, you can experience the positive perception and motion. And when the holder falls to the ground with the sound of bang, you experience the vast bright perception of cut-off consciousness flow, which is another kind of possibility of directly perceiving your mind. The practice of Mahayana, Great Vehicle, is based on benefiting all living creatures. During each 7-day Chan retreat, there are many fellow Dharma practitioners volunteer to serve others who join the retreat. Even though people rarely know what those volunteers do backstage, they feel a great sense of rewarding. Bodhisattva is the stepping stone to the Mahayana. It is the wish and commitment that all sentient beings attain both the temporary and ultimate happiness. There are numerous ways of generating Bodhisattva in one's mind: 4 boundless qualities: loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, and 6 transcendent perfections. The central wisdom in Buddhist philosophy is egolessness. Bodhisattva is the must-have quality for dissolving grasping at self and completing the awakened mind. In fact, grasping at one's own well-being and a strong sense of self-concern are the very cause for all of our troubles and suffering. Nevertheless, we never look into it seriously and make a sincere self-examination. By gradually tearing down the wall standing between self and others, the training of Bodhisattva frees mind from being the prison of selfishness and is the best remedy for curing suffering. Through developing a genuine love, kindness, and interconnection without limitation, the practice of Bodhisattva makes our distorted perception normal, gentle, and open. On top of that, it will lead us to know the best of ourselves and create a wonderful atmosphere, accomplishing a great merit. Not only is Bodhisattva a way of taming and unfolding the mind, but it also contains the true state of mind and the ultimate result we desire to obtain. releasing ceremony.
Thank you.